You Do It Legal. This is Kelly.
Hi, I'm in the middle of filing out my request for a domestic violence restraining order, and I'm kind of stuck. There's this part where it's asking me to describe the abuse, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to write or how detailed to be. I just really need to get this submitted, and honestly, it's been a really rough process, and I'm really terrified that I'm going to mess this up.
I completely understand. That section of the form is often one of the hardest parts for people, and for good reason. It's emotional, it's personal, and it can really dredge up a lot while you're trying to get through that and articulate really the allegations that you're describing. So you're absolutely not alone in feeling that way. The California Court website has put together a really helpful sort of self-help guide page that specifically addresses that section, the description of a. And that page walks you through what the court generally looks for in that part of the form. A really good starting place, however, would be to review the laws in the California Family Code, that's sections 6320 and 6203, that describe abuse, because understanding what abuse looks like under the law is going to be your first step in terms of figuring out what you're going to need to detail for the judge to look at your paperwork, read your declaration, and say, yes, abuse has occurred. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. That's really helpful. Thank you. I've just been staring at this section thinking, what do they even want me to say?
Of course. And actually, I'm going to read you a section of that webpage that I'm going to link and send to you.
Okay.
But it describes as abuse can be spoken, written, or physical, and the impact can be emotional, financial, or physical. Some examples of abuse are listed in item 5 of DB 100. There are other types of abuse that are not listed in the box. You should write about any incident that you want the judge to know about, and then it goes on further beyond that section to describe best practices for how to document each of those circumstances and each of those situations.